Hey everyone, Chivos here, bring you another Football Manager 2016 video. It's time for another episode of my Pentagon challenge, and I bring you to the league, well not the league table, but the league fixtures. We'll see what's been happening. So, obviously the last time I saw you was out in ACL exit against Seattle. I still don't like them, and I'll tell you what, we don't have revenge over them until the end of the season. Actually, oh no, I lie. Midway. But what's been happening? So, we played against Chicago Fire. We beat them 1-0. We played against New England Revolution. We beat them 2-0. Stanley scoring the first 3 goals in our season in the MLS. Then, we beat DC United 7-0. 7. Yeah, 7-0. I could say that 7 times and you wouldn't even know. So, Russell Murray scored 2. 4th minute, Stanley scored in the 10th, the 23rd. Fuba got the 19th and the 30th. And Russell Murray got one in the 26th. We were 6-0 up after half an hour. 6-0 up after half an hour. DC United, who were cruising, have they failed a bit and it was great. Then we lost to Philadelphia Union 2-0. Philly beat us. And there was an 89th minute penalty that put the nail in the coffin. We played against LA Galaxy. We beat them 2-1, an own goal saving us there. We beat San Jose Quakes 3-1, a very comfortable result. We drew 2-2 with Portland Timbers. We beat Colorado Rapids 1-0. We beat Vancouver Whitecaps 3-2. They scored in the 2nd minute. They scored in the 19th. They were 2-0 up after 20 minutes. We made a 3-goal comeback. We drew 0-0 with FC Dallas. We beat Houston Dynamo 4-1. That's right, we got the revenge that we needed to get after they forced us to bottle the league last season. Yeah, Houston, I'm not going to forget that. But we dominated them 4-1. You know, got what they deserved finally. It's a shame that it was 6 months too late. We lost 1-0 to New York Red Bulls. Now they scored in the dying seconds of the first half injury time. They then had a man sent off and we couldn't capitalise. And then we played against New York City FC and we drew 1-1. The thing we need to look at though is today we play against Orlando City, who currently sit in 3rd position on the table. Now we're about 12-13 games through, I think, but the league does not represent anything. As you can see here, the MLS on the left hand side, we are top of the Western Conference, 27 points, but we have only played 13 games. Seattle are 2nd, they've played 17, they've played 4 more games than us, and they're a point behind us. So, if we win, well, you got to look at LA Galaxy too. They've got 2 games ahead of us, whatever. So, if Seattle win their 2, if LA win their 2, they could be on 28. So, they're still only a point ahead of us. And then we've got 4 games in hand. So we could take a huge lead with a win here today, and that's what we need to do. We just need to keep winning. If you check the MLS Supporters Shield, which is the league, we sit top. No, we don't. Do you know why we don't? Because Chicago. That's right, Chicago have played 16 games, and although they've won as many as us, they've lost as many as us. They've drawn 3 more. So Chicago drawing a lot this year. Same problem we had, really. So, if we get a draw, not going to complain because we're still on par with Chicago, which is what we need to be doing. We need to be winning the MLS Supporters Shield and winning the bloody playoffs. But NACL hasn't started yet. We're going to get it later on. And Cruz Azul has won it. You know, I thought America were going to win it, but they didn't. You check the... We'll go to the NACL if we can here. They beat America in the final. Did they? No, they beat Chivas in the final 2-1. We go back to the semi-final here. As you can see, Cruz Azul won against America on away goals, and Seattle got destroyed by Chivas. So, if we had have gone through, it could have been a different story, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So, NACL will start again later this year. I can't remember when it was. I always forget. Is it going to have it? No? Maybe? I'm not going to bother. We'll just go back to our schedule. When's it going to start? It starts in here, the 18th of the 8th. So about 3 months from today. So in 3 months, that's what we're going to have to do. So 3 months schedule-wise is quite a while. When I get there, I know, I'm trying. Schedule-wise, go here. 18th of the 8th, which is here. It was here, which means it's 2033. Why does it feel like there's such a big gap in the middle of the season? I've got no idea. It feels like things are going quicker. But anyway, maybe it's because the US Cup's not there. We play against Orlando City today. We'll join you guys later down here. We can sort it out later. Just depends what happens. But tactically, how have we been going? The 4-1-2-3 or the 4-1-4-1 or whatever you want to call it is working. Alright, it's working. Opara on the left, been doing very well. He's already bagged 2 goals. Joyce, he's filling in. He's doing alright. Jay Reid performing terribly. He's only played 4 games, but playing terribly. Felipe is out with an injury, and as you can see, 15 appearances, not too bad. We have Williams on the right-hand side. He has been doing okay. I'm not going to say he's good, he's okay. Danilo, 7.44. Rock at the back, helping the back two a lot. Allison, bagged a goal so far, only one, but 7.46, he's doing well. Now, the man that we have signed, our international designated player, is Russell Murray, and as you can see, 3 goals, 15 appearances, but how many assists does he have? That's the question. Only 3, but 4 player of the matches. He's incredible. He's got 5 in all competitions. He is incredible. Loving it. You look at Stanley, got 8, our highest goal scorer so far this season. Fuba's got 6, but Felipe starts because form, it's been okay. He scored a hat-trick. Now, I'm going to start him again. I just need him to start scoring. You know, he's on such a huge wage. He needs to be scoring, otherwise we might have to look to get rid of him. And now, I don't want to get rid of him. I don't. I'll tell you that now. But if I can trade him for a better striker who's American, I know there's one at DC United. If I can trade or swap them, like a direct swap, it could be fantastic. It could be great because DC United striker's in great form and Luis Felipe is struggling to find the back of the net. Yes, he scored a hat-trick, but he's only scored 4 goals in 8 games. And think about it, 3 goals are in 1 game. So he's got 1 in 7. It's not good enough. Figueiredo's got 3. Stanley, obviously there. Fuba with 6. And it's not been too bad. I'll admit it's not been too bad, but we need to keep performing. We need to get a win here today, because if we don't win, then things aren't going to be good. So, is the game today? It is. It just says Orlando City have played. When was that? The 30th of... Oh, it's got the results from last time. No idea why. But this is how we're going to line up. Jay Reid's going to fill in at the back. I could put Pacheco in. I'm not going to. I could put Palmer Brown in. I'm not going to. Jay Reid, the more solid choice. We'll just see what we can do. You know, if we beat Orlando City today, we put ourselves in a very good position. If we don't, then Colorado do have the upper hand. Or we still have the games in hand, but they are going to have the game in hand, which is one thing I don't like to see. So here we go. We are going to be hoping for a win today against Orlando City. I'm hoping it goes well. Let's find out. We've got the ball here. Danilo's on it. Finds Opara out wide. Can he whip the ball in? He does. Luis Felipe can't score, and it has gone out for a corner. He's had 2 shots there already. They're both on target, which is good to see, but they need to be in the back of the net, Felipe. I need a bit more from him, because the lack of goals last year was worrying. Considering he's on such a huge wage, he's valued at so much, and he's still 30. He's 29, 30. He should be in his peak. He should be in his prime. He should be scoring goals for fun. He's not, though. Fuba, on the other hand, I think he's 28. Fuba playing very, very well. Just need to rest him because Felipe got the hat-trick. Fuba was out. I put Felipe in. Got the hat-trick. You can't take someone out after they've scored a hat-trick. And Williams is lucky to keep that in. Now, can we build from this? Probably not. Here's Allison. He doesn't, of course. But you can't drop someone on a hat-trick. That's one thing you learn. So, I've tried to deal with it. That's all I can say. I've tried to deal with it. Hopefully, Felipe bags a goal for us today. If he does, I'll try and keep him in the lineup. If he doesn't, Fuba is always there. Now, here's Murray. The ball in. Reid has scored. I've been chatting shit. Now, I've got banged because he scored. I've been sitting here dribbling about how bad he is. Considering he only had the 4 games, he scored a goal. I'll tell you what, Jay Reid, you've done well. Thank you a lot. I think Jay Reid's 33 now, so it's not good, but he's versatile, which is why he's still here. Murray, ball in, Reid, it's good, it's back post, and there you go. It's just crept in. The keeper could not do anything about it, and we take a 1-0 lead against Orlando, who are in third position. Do not forget that. Orlando in a very good position, so if we can beat these guys, it does help us in the Supporters' Shield. It's just going to push us further at the top, which is what we need. If we can make it a 2-horse race between ourselves and, what's their name? Chicago Fire. I'm pleased. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Yeah, if we can build a gap between ourselves and Chicago Fire, things are going to be great, because that's what we need. We need to keep building a gap. We need to start building a proper gap. We've got the 3 games in hand over Chicago. We've got 4 games in hand over Seattle, so we need to make them count. If we can build a bit more of a gap now, we can focus a lot more on the NACL campaign, because the thing we have to look at is we still need to qualify for the NACL every year. So I can't afford to risk the league or the conference or the cup. I need to compete in everything so we get that spot. Because if we don't get that spot, we are never going to achieve the Pentagon. As I say that, we have a highlight here. Luis Felipe. He does. Stanley Figueroa gets there, but Maicon makes the save, unfortunately. And we're 80 minutes played. We're going to make a change. We know we've got a highlight, but let's do something. Felipe hasn't scored. Fuba's going to come on. Mortimer, I'm training in this right wing role. He's doing all right. And Horst is going to come on for Figueroa. Normally, they're the 3 changes I make. I know Mortimer is red there. Oh, Reed, you've done lucky. Oh, we've been let off. We have been let off. The lucky Ramirez can't shoot. Now, as I was saying, Horst is doing well on the left-hand side. Mortimer, not enjoying playing on the right-hand side, but the thing is, he needs to be trained there. He's 23. He is English. He has got a little bit of potential. Horse, that was shocking. He's got a little bit of potential left. Hopefully, we can develop him just a little bit. And I think fitting him in that right wing role will help us, because then he can play striker, right wing, right midfield. We can push him up, we can drop him back, or we can play him in the middle. It's going to work out for us. But he needs to get familiar, and the only way he's going to get familiar is if he keeps playing games there. So I'm risking him at the end of games just so we can do it. And I might start playing him in the less important games. The other thing is, if we start to build a gap and then the NACL comes up, we could start him there more often. And then he's going to develop the need to play that position, because we need him to play there. If it doesn't work out, we're going to have to look for someone else, and I don't want to, because he's such a good player. But we've managed to win today here against Orlando City. It's a good 3 points. Chicago, we have 2 games on them now, and we're on the same amount of points, so we need to win those 2 games we've got, because if we win those 2 games, things are going to be much better for us. But that's the thing, we need to keep winning. If we're not winning, then we're not doing well. And look at that, Murray gets another man of the match performance with the only assist of the game. He's done well. I love Russell Murray. He is fan-bloody-tastic. Now, the thing we need to look at is, when's the next game? The next game is a week away, so we've got plenty of rest for the Toronto game. They're at bottom of the table, so this is what I'm saying. Because they're so far down the bottom, I think even playing Mortimer in the right midfield, right attacking midfield role won't be a problem, purely because they're so far down, and we can always make a change later if we need to. But that is now, what, 14 games down. We will have the NACL starting around here, so maybe I join you. Do we play Chicago? We don't play Chicago. Do we play any of the top teams? Portland? No. We play Seattle, but I feel Seattle game's too close. Maybe we just wait and see. Maybe we wait and see. We've got a double. We always have a double header against Real Salt Lake. I have no idea. No idea. But we'll just see how it pans out. You know, NACL is our priority. Maybe it can get there. Maybe it won't. But that is going to be it for today. If you've enjoyed the video, do not forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to see more of my Pentagon challenge. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.